So last night's homework was simplifying with 0, part 1. This is a little bit of a homework help. I noticed there was a couple of people having problems with a couple of the problems, so I wanted to clarify of what the expectation was and go over a couple examples with you. The examples come straight from the homework. Then what you're going to do after you watch the video as an advisory, you are going to go back into your Wizer.me and redo it to make sure that your answers are correct. Okay? So the first type of problem was a perimeter problem. There were 3 of these that you had to do. So it said find the perimeter of each figure below made out of algebra tiles. So one of my suggestions would be for you to draw it on a separate sheet of paper and label all the sides, because what's happening is that you guys are counting them, but either forgetting about one or not realizing about how part of one of the X sides is missing. So let's do this one together. So for this first one, the first thing I would do would be to label all the X's. So this is an X, this is an X, and this is an X. Okay, then we're going to label all the 1s. This is a 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. And then if you guys recall from the other day, this side, if this 1 unit tile wasn't there, would be X. But part of it is being covered up right here. So because of that part, we name this side X minus 1. So once we have the figure labeled, we can then just go and count the things that we need. So we're going to count all the X's, and as I count them, I'm going to circle them. So I have an X, 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 X. So I have a total of 4X. Okay. So then I count all the 1s. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1s. But then I have this minus 1. And 5 minus 1 is 4. So my final answer should be 4x plus 4. Now, a couple of people I saw wrote 4x plus 5 minus 1. That's correct, but we want to try to get it as simplified as possible. So you should try to get 4x plus 4. Okay. The next types of problems, I think this is the one I got the most emails about, the most ones that I looked at that had incorrect answers. So first it says build the collection of tiles below by using the CPME tool, and then take a screenshot and insert it in. Name the collection using a simpler algebraic expression if possible. If not possible to simplify the expression, explain why not. So here's what I'm getting. I'm getting pictures of you guys building the tiles, but then no answer. Okay? So this is a 2-part question. You need to build the tiles and take a picture of it, then write a simplified expression if possible. If not possible, write why it's not possible. Okay? And to insert a picture into the Wizer.me, you're going to use this little image tool. So every time you take a screenshot, it automatically goes into your files. So if you click the image tool in Wizer.me, it'll open up your files, and your screenshot should be pretty close to the top. Okay, so let's do this problem. Again, this is a problem straight from the homework. So it's negative 2x plus 5 plus 3x minus 4x plus negative 1 plus negative x. Okay, so we're going to open up the algebra tiles. Shrink this down so I can look at my expression while I build it. I think your tiles will take you straight there. Okay. So I want to build negative 2x. So I bring off 2 x's. I change them to make them negative. Positive 5. Positive 3x. Minus 4x, which is the same as negative 4. A negative 1. And then a negative x. So this is what I want you guys to take a screenshot of. So for me, it's going to work a little different because I'm working in a different program than you guys. But For you guys, what you would do is you would hit Control, Shift, and the little camera key, take a screenshot of this, click your image tool in Wizer.me, and insert the file. Okay. For me, I need to take a picture, okay, of it because I'm using a Smart Document. I'm going to take a picture of it and then insert it right in. Go back into here, shrink my document down to get my camera. So now I have my picture inserted in, okay? So then I want to simplify it. So I want to get rid of, and I could do it right in the CPME tool, I want to get rid of all the zeros and then simplify as possible, okay? So I'm going to go back to my e-tool and simplify. So for every negative x and a positive x, I can take those away. So I would take them away. Take this one away, this one away. And then I can do a -1 and a +1. So I am left with negative 4x plus 4. So then what you guys should do in here, negative 4x plus 4, is you should have either drawn it in or typed it in for the answer, because that's the final answer. So you could hit the draw key, you could hit this to type, okay? Type in negative 4x plus 4. So when I look at your answers, I want to see both. I want to see the picture of the original tiles and the simplified expression, okay? Now, if this was simplified and there was nothing we could have taken away, you wouldn't have written an expression at all. You would have written not possible to simplify because, okay, and written why you could not simplify it. All right, let's do one more example. So this is also straight from your homework assignment. It says same instructions. You're going to build the tiles using the tool. Okay, name it simplified if you can. Okay, this example is in words instead of an expression. It says 3 groups of a number plus 2. Anytime we have a number, that's going to be representing x. So we want 3 groups of x plus 2. So when we go to our tool to build it, so I have x plus 2. So if I start with x plus 2, there's 1 group of x plus 2. Okay? I'm going to do that 3 times. Here's another x plus 2. Another x plus 2. So then this is what you're going to take a screenshot of to insert it in. Okay, so again, I do mine a little different. So again, I want to write a expression that's simplified. So in order to do that, I'm just going to write what I have because I don't have anything zeros I can take away. So I just ended up with 3x plus 6. Again, notice that I have 2 answers. I have the picture and the expression. Okay, so that's what you guys need to do too. All right, so now you're going to reopen your Wizer.me from last night. I just gave you 3 of the correct answers from it, so make sure that's what you do. If you're having any trouble inserting your picture, getting to the e-tool, come see me and let me know.